Welcome back to Flick Summary. Today we'll be diving into a film titled Thursday. Enjoy the recap. The film begins with a small-time drug dealer named Nick deciding which brand of coffee to purchase in a convenience store one late night. Billy Hill, a fellow hitman, and his ex-lover Dallas are urging him to move faster. Nick finally decided on chocolate macadamia, but there are no more treats available. He yells at the register. The following morning, Nick shows up at Casey Wells' door, an old associate from his time as a drug dealer in Los Angeles. Casey has made his life more orderly. He is a married architect now, and he and his wife want to adopt a child. Before leaving for errands, Nick leaves a few suitcases in Casey's guest room. Casey becomes suspicious of one of the suitcases after Nick leaves and eventually opens it to discover heroin inside. He throws it all in the kitchen sink after calling Nick to yell at him for bringing drugs into his house. A Jamaican Rasta hitman named Ice breaks into Casey's home and is about to be killed when Casey convinces him to take one last puff of marijuana. Ice's phone rings as he is about to murder Casey after smoking. When Ice starts rapping on the phone to seal a record deal, Casey seizes the opportunity to take out Ice. The man is then bound and left in Casey's garage. Casey is being interviewed by a representative from the adoption agency about his suitability to be a father. The representative is especially interested in finding out what Casey did for several years while he resided in Los Angeles. Because no record of his time there exists, Casey makes an effort to conceal both his past and his most recent run-in with the hitman. Dallas appears during the interview because she wants the cash she thinks Nick left with Casey along with the heroin. She uses a tale about Casey's history of drug dealing and murder to scare the adoption agency representative away. Dallas interrogates Casey about where the money is when they are alone. She decides to murder him out of rage that he is unable to assist her. Prior to mounting and raping him, she ties him to a chair, fellates him to make him erection, and then gets naked. She assures him that she won't kill him until he experiences an orgasm and that she intends to continue until she succeeds in doing so. She follows through on her promise and causes several orgasms, but he does not respond. Dallas is in the middle of her third orgasm when Hill barges in and shoots her, drenching Casey, his walls, and his floor in blood. Billy accepts Casey's denial that he has the heroin but still intends to torture him with a saw and a blowtorch while boasting about his skill and cauterization technique as he goes to work. Cops inadvertently raiding the house next door interrupt Hill. Casey is able to remove the tape from his wrists as Billy checks on it, grabs a frying pan, and sits back down. The police were at the wrong house, Billy tells Casey when he comes back. He is about to move forward when he realizes there is a problem. However, Casey overpowers Billy after catching him off guard and abandons him in the garage. From a payphone, Nick calls Casey and apologizes for everything while admitting that he had stolen heroin and cash from the police. After he hangs up, it is made clear to us that Nick has been shot, is severely bleeding, and appears to be on the verge of passing away. Finally, a dishonest police officer shows up carrying a bag containing Nick's head. Casey is given until 7 o'clock. Tells him that he doesn't care about the heroin but asks him to find the money. After seeing Dallas dead and Ice and Billy bound in the garage, the officer shoots Ice and Billy with a magazine. Then, he instructs Casey to dispose of them because it is garbage day. Finally, inside his home, he thinks back to Nick's earlier remarks, which prompts him to search his car's spare tire where he finds the cash and a wedding gift. In order to presumably flee the country, he takes them, loads them into Dallas' Lamborghini Diablo, and drives to the airport to pick up his wife. The police officers and the Jamaicans, who are both armed, are about to confront each other at the house when the film ends. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.